Good morning. I'm an addict named Austin. I got clean here at Serenity House October 19th, 2014, and I wanted to get on here and read the just for today with you. March 10th, our own recovery. The steps are our solution. They are our survival kit. They are our defense against addiction, a deadly disease. Our steps are the principles that make our recovery possible. There's lots to like in Narcotics Anonymous. The meetings, for one, are great. We get to see our friends, hear some inspiring stories, share some practical experience, maybe even hook up with our sponsor. The campouts, the conventions, the dances are all wonderful, clean fun in the company of other recovering addicts. But the heart of our recovery program is the 12 steps. In fact, they are the program. We've heard it said that we can't stay clean by osmosis. In other words, we can't just attend meetings, no matter how many, and expect to breathe recovery in through the pores of our skin. Recovery, as another saying goes, is an inside job, and the tools we use in working that inside job are the 12 steps. Hearing endlessly about acceptance is one thing. Working the first step for ourselves is something very different. Stories about making amends may be inspiring, yet nothing will give us the freedom from remorse that taking the 9th step ourselves will give. The same applies to all 12 steps. There's much to appreciate about NA, but to get the most from our recovery, we must work the 12 steps for ourselves. Just for today, I want everything my personal program has to offer. I will work the steps for myself. You know, I being a part of coming to treatment and getting clean and being introduced to Narcotics Anonymous and going to the meetings definitely brought my spirit back to life. It got me excited about wanting to stay clean and wanting to work this program. But it did not heal anything going on within me, right? It didn't make me aware of anything. Well, it did make me aware of some things, but it really just made me aware of what the program had to offer, right? And the freedom that lied in the step working process. It was in the step working process where I was able to identify things that were going on in here and get freedom from them, right? And it's a process. I was only as honest as I could be in the beginning, the first round or two of steps, right? And then I had to have some experience in there that I was able to, because the first round of steps for me, I was talking about my lived experience before I got to the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous, right? And then after working the steps a couple of times, they were about my experience in Narcotics Anonymous. And it was layers of things that would be exposed to me, right? And I was learning how to apply the principles to new things, new mistakes, right? And so I'm really grateful for this program of Narcotics Anonymous because it helped me deal with what's going on in here and not what was going on with somebody else. Even though I was able to identify with other people's issues, it helped me to be able to find out what was going on with me. But where I really identified those issues was in the step working process. And I was able to work on those and get some freedom, right? And when I start struggling with things, maybe the same things, maybe new things, I know where to go back and get the information, right? I'm grateful for the step working process. I felt like every step that I was working, not only was I learning spiritual principles and how to apply them in my life, but I felt like those steps kind of went along with what was going on in my life at the time, right? And I believe this is a spiritual program. I believe God got me here. And I believe this is a God-given program. And so I believe wholeheartedly in NA, and the best way to get freedom from myself is for me to work the steps on myself, right? And I can work steps on other things too, but where it all starts with is me, right? And so I'm grateful for Narcotics Anonymous. Thank y'all for tuning in today. I hope this helped. We will see you tomorrow. I know it's been a little while. There's been a lot going on, which is a good thing, right? And so we will see you and talk to you tomorrow.